Hey guys, welcome back to another Ginger Ninja Gaming video, and we're doing part 3 of 2025 WWE main roster planning. And let's get back into it. So we're up to King and Queen, the King and Queen tournament PLE event, the second PLE in May, which I'm super excited for. So I've decided to have this, and I think this also brings up another thing to talk about is the PLEs that I've chosen. So, I've kind of chosen PLEs, a selection of PLEs from the last 2 years. And I think I've made a good selection. So, yeah, we've got King and Queen of the Ring. I thought I should continue that for 2025. We had it in 2024, didn't have it in 2023. But yeah, so first things first. Let me just, for the sake of the video, let me just do this. Oh, that's King of the Ring. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Hang on. Okay. Let me have a look at this. So we have a few different good matches for this PLE. So I'm not making it a cheap, crappy PLE. I'm actually making it a good one. And first off, the match to determine Queen of the Ring. That's how we're starting this off. And so, obviously, the female contestants would have to compete across the two different brands of Raw and SmackDown to determine the two best people. I think it was the best from Raw and the best from SmackDown. But in this instance, that doesn't really bother me which two rosters, like which ones from which. It doesn't really necessarily matter. But we got the Queen of the Ring match. And I think this is huge. Just so, here we go. Let's just start the show. We have Tiffy versus Ronda Rousey for Queen of the Ring. I think this would be a fantastic match. Two different skill sets, a lot of different moves involved, which would be really cool. And Tiffany will obviously win this. Queen of the Ring suits her. Last year she was pretty much Princess of the Ring because she was serving Nia Jax, who was Queen of the Ring. And yeah, so I got Tiffy as Queen of the Ring. But yeah, these two have a fantastic fight. They open up the entire PLE, and it's a really good match. And yes, the winner is Tiffy. The next match we have is men's one. It's another John Cena title defense because he's gonna have a few of them, and it's only fair. It's only so, we want him to face a special amount of. We want him to face special wrestlers that when you compare, if you imagine them having a match with John Cena, you're like, holy crap, that would be a spectacle in the making. So we have John Cena defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Rey Mysterio. So this poor Rey, he's not poor Rey, sorry, he's done really well. He's been in a lot of title opportunity matches, and unfortunately hasn't won any, and he isn't winning this one. John Cena successfully defends, but this is a nice match, and I think it also just feels like a nice match for the King and Queen of the Ring PLE. I don't know why. The theme of it, the theme of King and Queen of the Ring just fits this match very, very well. So I think that's really good. So we have this match. I think this would be a really good match. It's obviously been a while since John Cena's faced Rey Mysterio. But yeah, that is the second match. And it's interesting how, it's a World Heavyweight title championship defense is the second match of the PLE, but I think this is a nice spot for it. Coming in number 3rd is a Rhea Ripley. Now remember, she just lost her title to Roxanne Perez at Backlash. But she's got another match at this PLE. She's still one of the most popular women wrestlers in the entire women division, and I'm keeping that up in 2024. It's 2025. Sorry, there's nothing to stress about. We have a casket, whatever you say. against Alexa Bliss. This would be a phenomenal match. Originally, I was thinking this could be a title defense match for Rhea, defending this against Alexa Bliss in a championship, but I didn't really have a spot for her in any of the previous PLEs, unless I put Roxanne Perez versus Rhea Ripley in this PLE. But regardless, it's creepy. I like this. Too creepy. Oh my god, I just lost her. What the hell am I doing? We have, yeah, I think this match would be perfect. It's a casket match. Really, I should have put that in as a setting, but really, it'll be nice. It'll be very interesting. We haven't got one of them in a while, a casket match, and it keeps Alexa Bliss relevant, if that makes sense. She's still in this, and at this point in time, she's still deciding whether or not she wants to wants to join the White Six. She's still deciding. Next up, probably my favorite match of the entire PLE. This is a special guest referee one again. No, this match has been in my head for a while now, and it's so good to be able to talk about it. Main event, Jey Uso as a special guest referee for a fight against Jimmy Uso and Logan Paul. No, just at this thinking, this match would be phenomenal. The movesets, the super kicks, just fantastic. I can imagine Logan Paul trying to do like a Superman punch from the top rope, kind of like in his match against Roman Reigns in 2022 Crown Jewel, just for Jimmy to super kick him. The way I can imagine this match happening is Logan Paul kind of like feuds with Jimmy backstage, and then Jake tries to get involved to separate him, and then Logan punches Jey or whatever, and like, that's it. And Jay's like, that's it, I want to get involved in this. Let's make this a handicap match. Us two Usos versus Logan Paul at King of the Ring. And then Jimmy's like, I love you, bro, but I gotta handle this on myself. And Jay's like, well, I want to get involved, so let me be the special guest referee. And so Jey is biased for majority of this match, as you can imagine, not the whole match. At the start of the match, when Jimmy goes to pin Logan as a joke, Jey quickly taps the ground like 3 times really quick. I don't know if you can hear the mic. And Logan quickly kicks out, and Jay's like, I'm sorry. But this match gets pretty, a really good match. A lot of movesets. Goes on for a while, which is good. Then it gets to the point where, Jay's like sick of, Logan just wants to fight Jey at this point. And so they go to fight. They're about to fight, and then Jake Paul's music hits. That should get a pop, despite the fact that not many people like him. But I remember his pop in Saudi Arabia for the 2022 Crown Jewel match with Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns. Jake Paul coming out with his entrance theme of "It's Everyday Bro," but like it just sounded sick, and it just felt good. Like it just felt like, oh my god, I'm watching this. Like, so Jake Paul's going to get involved, and then for a little bit it's going to be like 2v2, and then Jay's like, nah, that's it, Jake, you're out. Jay super kicks Jake, and then Jake's knocked out a little bit, and then it's like, that's it, the match is just normal. And then it's Jimmy versus Logan with Jay as the referee, and then a non-biased Jay and then Jimmy wins. So Jimmy does win this, but it's a match in the making. I can imagine Jay's outfit being so sick, thinking about Seth Rollins' attire for his special guest referee position at the CM Punk vs. Drew McIntyre Part 1 at SummerSlam last year. Seth Rollins had a really cool special guest referee attire, and with this, I didn't end up making it for Jay. I should have made it, but I can imagine instead of the white stripes, it's dark blue. So it's like black and dark blue stripes, and then on his back he's got Yeet and the light blue writing and his normal fonts, and I reckon it would just look spectacular. Plus with the Intercontinental Championship around his waist as well. God damn, this would get a pop. And this is a good year for Jey Uso. This is, all honesty, Jey Uso is probably going to be the biggest male superstar of 2025. Cody Rhodes was last year. Jey Uso had a good run last year. Had a lot of great matches, but he only won the Intercontinental Championship and then lost it like a couple weeks later. Like, This is Jey Uso's year, I'm telling you. So, yeah, this is a phenomenal match, and I love it. And then one more match for King Queen of the Ring. Um, so it is. Oh, Action Perez. I totally scrolled down a bit too much. Okay. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5 matches for this PLE. That's pretty good. And obviously the finale match is the King of the Ring match, and that is going to be Drew McIntyre versus Solo Sikoa for King of the Ring. Now, I want this match. This match is fantastic. Seeing Solo Sikoa and Drew fight is going to be phenomenal, especially considering that recently, they had like a promo or a segment where Drew said, "Right now, I'm after Roman Reigns and the OG bloodline, and I'm happy to like work alongside you to defeat them. But after that, we're not allies. I'm gonna probably come after you afterwards." He literally said that on it was an episode of SmackDown or Raw. I can't remember. A couple weeks ago. I don't know, maybe a few weeks ago. Anyway, this match would be phenomenal. It would be brutal. So many Samoan spikes, Samoan drops, claymores, just off the top. And I feel like in this match, logically, Solo's gonna have to have some assistance from Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga, but they don't really do much. Drew just claymores them and they're out. And then, but yeah, Drew McIntyre wins this, and he becomes King of the Ring for 2025. I think that's a perfect title for him to hold for 2025 and for the rest of his WWE career. Because it's sad how it doesn't necessarily, the title King of the Ring doesn't stick with you for the rest of your career. Like, they might bring it up in a random promo, like with Xavier Woods, they brought it up, when he was sort of going heel. But I guess because there's more and more kings, so he's the king of 2025. It'd just be nice if they keep referring to him as the king of 2025. You know what I'm saying? For the rest of the year, because Nia Jax wasn't really referred to as Queen of the Ring up until December. Same with Gunther, and obviously, of course, same as last year, the Queen and King of the Ring got an automatic championship opportunity at SummerSlam. So that is interesting. So Queen of the Ring, we got Tiffany Stratton. King of the Ring, we've got Drew McIntyre. It's a phenomenon. I think they're perfect. King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring just fits so well with Tiffy. And then next up, we've got the July PLE. Sorry, I'm skipping that. We've got June. We've got the June Clash at the Castle PLE. I'm so sorry. I keep scrolling down too much. Before we get to July, which is Money in the Bank, we have to do Clash of the Castle 2025. I think this is really good. And this is going to be a really good Clash of the Castle, if I must say so myself. Okay, first up. The first match. Well, first off, is the return of AJ Styles. So I kind of mentioned him during the drafting process. He's on SmackDown. This is his return. His return towards the end of 2024, I was like, oh, it's so good to see him again after all. His matches against Cody Rhodes at Clash of the Castle and Backlash in 2024 were some of the best matches I've ever seen in my entire life, due to not only just the crowd, but also it was a good match in general. But then, he returned later in the year, and then I don't know if it was scripted or not, but he injured himself, and he just left again. Like, the day he came back, the day he left. Surely that wasn't scripted. I don't know. But he returns here, Clash of the Castle, during the return of AJ Styles. He makes his special appearance at the start. Okay. The first match of Clash of the Castle was a fatal 4-way women's match for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. I think this is a nice one. So obviously the defender, we have Roxanne Perez. Also, actually, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Let me just quickly scroll down a bit. Before Clash at the Castle, sorry, there were two John Cena title defenses. So obviously he defended against Braun Breaker at Backlash. He doesn't defend it at King Queen of the Ring, or did he? Let me just double check. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm a bit all over the place. Yeah, he did. He defended it against Rey Mysterio. Between then and Clash of the Castle, he has 2 title defenses on. Let's have a look, shall we? One on SmackDown, he defends it against Uncle Howdy in a World Heavyweight Championship match. And then another week on Raw, he defends the championship against Karrion Kross, which would be a very good championship defense. Anyway, back to June. June. Clash of the Castles. The first match is a fatal 4-way match for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. We got Roxanne Perez defending it against Rhea Ripley. Also, because she just won her match against Alexa Bliss, it gave her a spot in this match. It was a guarantee that she was in this match. We've also got Io Sky getting her second attempt at this, retaining this championship. And then, of course, I have to add her back in. This is the only second match I've got her in. But this match would go so hard. And the theme of it, the brutality of this match, would just fit Clash at the Castle. I don't know. I can't remember if this is the last match I've got Xia Li in for the rest of the year. I don't even know if she's a part of WWE anymore. I'm pretty sure she got released. This match would be phenomenal. Fatal 4-way. Just think of the talent here. Kind of reminds me of the Fatal 5-way match at Survivor Series 2023, where Rhea Ripley was defending a championship against like Raquel Rodriguez, Zoe Stark. Oh, was it Crown Jewel? I think it was Crown Jewel, sorry. My apologies. Yeah, it was like Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler, Raquel Rodriguez. Like, it was a fatal 5-way. That was a phenomenal match, and this was going to be just as good, I can imagine. So that is the first official match of Clash at the Castle. Great way to start it. Next up, we have a John Cena title defense for the World Heavyweight Championship. We have... Now, this is one that I had... This is someone that he had to face. Like, come on, are you serious? So for this PLE, he's defending it against someone, pretty much every PLE. And for this one, he defends it against CM Punk. I'm sorry, this had to happen now. I think Clash of the Castle is a perfect PLE for this brutality of a match, as well as the fact that, you know, CM Punk had such a significant role in last year's Clash of the Castle that I think it would be nice for him to be here. You know, it would have been cool. CM Punk was in mind for me to be John Cena's final title defense, or final person he fights, and because of their history. And that's what I mean, some of these wrestlers are just must-dos to face John Cena because of their history, but also new ones, as new people for John Cena to face as well. And in this match, John Cena does successfully defend his championship against CM Punk. This is a really good match. Very respectful on CM Punk's behalf, surprisingly, considering that he's just here for money, not here to make friends or whatever. But at the end, you know, they shake hands, and it's a respectful thing. But during the match, obviously, they try to kill each other, and it's just what it is. But this is a match at Clash of the Castle for the World Heavyweight Championship, and John Cena successfully defends. Next up, oh yeah, we got a triple threat WWE Women's Championship match. So the defender, Chica Girl, is defending it against Bianca Belair. Okay, this has to be sorry. This has to be one of the up runners for best match of the year. Just look at this. The 3 most powerful women in the entirety of the women's division, just there in a match. And so that, plus the fatal 4-way for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, the women are on fire for this PLE. And the defender is still Jade Cargill. She defends this title and successfully defends it. She pins Bianca. The second last match of this so this is that would have been a perfect match. The second last match is a title defense as well. Another title defense, yes indeed. We got Jey Uso defending his Intercontinental Championship against Jacob Fatu, in which Jacob Fatu wins. Unfortunately, this is where Jey loses his Intercontinental Championship, and the way I found it out, Jacob Fatu wins. Jacob Fatu is a beast. If you haven't researched or watched Jacob Fatu from wrestling across the different other companies or whatever, he is literally a wolf. He will eat you alive in seconds. And the only reason why he didn't successfully beat Roman Reigns is just because Roman Reigns is a bit better. I'm sorry, that's the truth. But that is still a killer match, and Jacob Fatu took Roman Reigns to his limit. But in this match, Jacob Fatu versus main event Jey Uso, and then Jey loses. This is probably the downfall of Jey. This is probably Jey's saddest moment of the year. I'll give him that. I'll tell him that. And then the finale match, ending a feud, months in the making. In a Hell in a Cell match, by the way. I might as well just... It's Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar, in which Drew McIntyre does successfully win here. Finally, I'm pretty sure this is his first victory in a Hell in a Cell match, because when he fought CM Punk in the Hell in a Cell match, it was like 2 or 3-0. So he had lost 3-1-0, and then because of CM Punk, it's either 3 or 4-0. But anyway, he wins this Hell in a Cell match. He ends his feud with Brock Lesnar. It's a brutal match. And finally, Drew wins in his... He actually wins in his home country, for God's sakes, because the last 2 times this barely happened. He didn't win due to interference. First was Solo Sikoa, and then it was CM Punk. But yeah, this is a beautiful end to a beautiful feud. Again, in a Hell in a Cell match. And of course, it ends in a bloody mess, but Drew wins. And that is the end of Clash of the Castle. Oh my gosh, okay. Next up, we have Money in the Bank. Okay, I'm up to July now. We're halfway through the year, guys. And this is part 3. Oh my god, this is scary. Money in the Bank, July. Starting off is the women's ladder briefcase match. And it is... I have 7 people down for it, because they have done that in the past. But I'll just do 8, but then it's just ladder, and then let me make this Money in the Bank. Interestingly, how there's no Crown Jewel arena here. Is there a Money in the Bank as well? Oh, okay, it's right there. Okay. Oh, I just loaded up the wrong thing. Okay. So the women's Money in the Bank match, we have, starting off, the female one, we have Cora Jade. Bailey. Bianca, yes, she's in it. Oh, okay, Xia Li's in this as well. Okay, so I wasn't sure if the Fatal 4-Way was her final match or not, but she's in this one. That's good. I've planned all this for months, and it's overwhelming the content that I've come up with. Um, Becky Lynch. Chelsea Green and Charlotte Flair. This is a stacked. Holy crap! This is probably gonna be again upper runners for one of the best matches of the year. This is gonna be a brutal mess. It's gonna be fantastic, and there's gonna be ladders involved, tables. Just oh my god, people going through ladders. Xia Li with her flexibility and her high ground, her high flyer abilities. It's just gonna be a phenomenal match. And the winner of this match is going to be Bayley. Bayley, I want to give Bayley another push because WWE didn't treat her very well in 2024, unfortunately. I think I said, she wasn't in the advertisements for a lot of PLEs, even though she was the WWE Women's Champion. Like, hello. So I'm giving her the Money in the Bank briefcase. This is going to be a great match to see, Bianca Belair and a Money in the Bank match, as well as Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, she's been in a couple, a few, Becky Lynch as well, and Cara Jade's first, I think, on the main roster. So it would be a very brutal, very good match, ladders involved. And then next up, so Bayley is the winner. Next up we have the next John Cena match. Now remember, Roman Reigns is still WWE champion. So this is what I got planned for Money in the Bank for John Cena, and it is going to blow your socks off. John Cena has to face this guy off at some point this year, and what better? The way I had everything set up in terms of his attacks, his matches, yeah. Money in the Bank is against Brock Lesnar. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar for a Money in the Bank briefcase. Realistically and logically, Brock Lesnar would win, but in this, John Cena wins. I don't know why and how, but John Cena has to win this for the vision to happen, to be complete, that I have. And so, John Cena wins this. And just like Braun Breaker, Brock Lesnar pushes John Cena past his limit. And yeah, this is a very interesting match. Very brutal, very, very brutal. And really, realistically, it should main event this PLE, but got something else to main event it. And you're probably wondering, why is John Cena not main eventing many PLEs? Like, this is his final, for example, this is his final Money in the Bank. Well, I know that, but like, it's kind of like, I don't know. He does main event like at least one. Yeah, okay. Next up, we have the men's Money in the Bank match, which is also 7 superstars, I think. I think the women's one's going to be better in this instance in terms of quality, but this is still going to be a good match. Didn't mean to make it a ladder. Just tag. Okay, so starting off, and look, I reckon it would have been nice for John Cena to be in the Money in the Bank match. However, he's the champion. It wouldn't make any sense. And this isn't when I want him to lose his title. Not that I wanted him to lose the title, but yeah, anyway. So starting off, we've got the Money in the Bank. We got Mello in the Bank. That was an ongoing thing throughout the 2024 Money in the Bank, and I really actually wanted him to win. Mello in the Bank sounds so sick, but so does Yeet in the Bank. This is the opportunity for Jay to try and redeem himself after losing his Intercontinental Champion belt, and so this is how he's like, okay, this is what I gotta do to get back in the game. So Mello in the Bank versus Yeet in the Bank. I think this is a cool ongoing feud leading up to Money in the Bank. We've also got Trick Williams So again, we get Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams again. Their feud can continue, which is fantastic. I think I was going to do Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams at WrestleMania 41 as well. I should have added that in, but that's just an idea. I've also got Gunther. You know, this is the return of Gunther after his loss at WrestleMania. You know, kind of like Seth Rollins of 2024. He was absent after WrestleMania, then returned for Money in the Bank. Gunther returns on Money in the Bank. Very successful Gunther. Then we have. I wanted to mix it up a bit. I wanted, to give people some chances. So we got Joe Casey from the Y6. Joe Casey from the Y6. You know, giving them some time in the spotlight as well. I think he would be brutal and be perfect for this match. Next up, I got someone else that should have another opportunity, Carlito. Come on, he's just in the background at the moment. It's getting ridiculous and it's kind of sad. Like, it's funny what he does, you know, playing literally WWE 2K24 in the background and backstage in the Judgment Day clubhouse. But like, seriously, come on, give him like a victory or like at least a match. And the last one, to top it all off, the icing on the cake, Logan Paul. I reckon this would be a very interesting men's Money in the Bank match. Logan Paul has done so well in the previous Money in the Bank match he was in. Just amazing. Um, you know, I just think this is gonna be a phenomenal match. Gunther's gonna be ruthless. You know, Jay Uso and Trick will have like a small alliance in this match. You know, whoop that Trick eat. And yeah, so that's what I've got so far. Um, it looks really good. I think it's interesting, and it's got some heavyweight people. We got Carlito, Gunther, got some high flyers of Logan Paul, we got some strikers. Um, it's nice. It's very nice. So that's the men's Money in the Bank briefcase, and the winner is Jay. I got to give it to Jay. Jay's gonna win this. I wasn't like a lot of people. Like a lot of people, I wasn't the biggest fan of Drew McIntyre winning it and then cashing it in for CM Punk to get like it didn't necessarily add to the feud between CM Punk and Drew because their feud was already at the biggest height ever. And so if they were gonna do that, then maybe they shouldn't have had their CM Punk potentially costing like being the guest referee at the Clash of the Castle match where CM Punk cost Drew again. Like like it didn't necessarily add to the feud because it was as high as it could possibly be in terms of the Money in the Bank fail attempt to cash in. It definitely worked. It definitely like made this feud pop out even more, but it didn't add to it. Like it's hard to explain. But having the Money in the Bank briefcase, yeah, that's what I mean. Like Drew cashing it in, whatever. That doesn't really bother me. That didn't bother me as much as the fact that it was just that was it for the rest of for 365 days. We weren't getting another Money in the Bank briefcase. Like it wasn't going to appear, you know. Um, but anyway, Yeet in the Bank. That goes well. Jey Uso is victorious, and the finale match of this is. Oh, actually, no, there's two more. Okay, we have. We have Nia Jax defending. Oh, sorry, not defending. Going after Jade's championship. So we have Nia Jax versus Jade at Money in the Bank. I think this would be a perfect, beautiful match. And this is kind of the reason why they weren't in the women's briefcase match because they wanted them to have their own singles match. And this is why Jade is going to be either Jade. I reckon Jade Cargill or Roxanne Perez are going to literally be female superstar of the year. Jade's having so many successful title defenses. Again, yes, she's eliminating Nia Jax here. Um, And yeah, Jade keeps her WWE Women's Championship, the SmackDown one. In my opinion, the nicer looking one, but yeah. So there's that match, and then there is Roman Reigns. Now this match is gonna um, versus CM Punk for the WWE Heavyweight Championship. This match is perfect, and it'll be interesting how they lead up to it because they slowly a little bit became allies by the end of the Survivor Series match at War Games, the War Games match at Survivor Series. But it was just like a one-off thing, and I think this would be the perfect opportunity. This could be the favor that CM Punk asks Paul Heyman to do. This was the favor, and so Roman Reigns is not happy about it, but he's still a babyface and he's defending it. Defending it, even though he's only defended it a couple of times, he's defended it more than he did in 2024. 2023, 2024. I think he defended it like 3 or 4 times in 2023. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. Against KO in the Royal Rumble, Sami Zayn Elimination Chamber, Cody Rhodes WrestleMania, and then Jey Uso at SummerSlam. Oh, and then LA Knight at Crown Jewel. And then, obviously, that Fatal 4-Way, 2024 Royal Rumble. But, yeah. So, it's good. It's not as... Yeah, anyway. This is the favor that CM Punk cashes in, which was something that I kept in mind. Like I said, I take this very seriously. And, yeah, so that's what we ended up with. And Roman Reigns successfully defends his championship and defeats CM Punk. And that is the end of Money in the Bank. I was a bit skeptical about whether or not I should add Seth Rollins into the Money in the Bank, because when I pitch on Money in the Bank, and by that I mean the PLE, when I picture the entirety of the Money in the Bank PLE, my mind just goes straight to Seth Rollins, due to his the biggest Money in the Bank cash-in of, he was of all time. Just saying, come on, seriously. With his boys, the Shield, but just him winning it, it just Money in the Bank. It just makes me think of Seth, and I don't know why I didn't decide to add him into this, but at the same time, it was kind of like I didn't know where to put him. I could have had him in the Money in the Bank briefcase match, but I kind of had, like I said, I kind of wanted to give other people opportunities to be in the spotlight, like Carlito and Joe Gacy, and yeah. So, this video is still going for a while. We're almost through the year, guys. After Money in the Bank, John Cena does have a few more title defenses. He has a title defense against Kevin Owens on SmackDown, which he successfully wins. John Cena wins. And then we have an LA Knight. John Cena defends his championship successfully against LA Knight on Raw. As well as, on another episode of Raw, Logan Paul, which John Cena wins. I think John Cena versus Logan Paul would actually be a killer match. God damn, as well as LA Knight and Kevin Owens, but and so here we are, the biggie, SummerSlam. Now, I've been paying attention. I know for a fact that SummerSlam in 2025 and onwards is a 2-night event, just like WrestleMania. They had the whole advertisement ad with Bianca Belair and Cardi B, and so we've got 2 nights, and I think what I've done is pretty good, if I must say so myself. I'm kind of trying to provide the different gimmicks and different match types across some of these different PLEs, because some of them we didn't get. For example, the casket match against Rhea Ripley and for Rhea Ripley versus Alexa Bliss. We haven't had one of them in ages, and I think that would be a perfect match. But anyway, SummerSlam, here we go. Night 1. We have a it's a match type 2-on-2, but it's mixed gender tag. This is opening SummerSlam. SummerSlam Detroit. That was an interesting PLE, to say the least. Here we go. Rhea Ripley and And oh my god, the one time it doesn't do it. So we have the Terror Twins versus. Oh, this is the female. Why am I? Okay. Roxanne Perez and CM Punk. Obviously, Roxanne Perez and CM Punk have their like strong friendship connection outside of WWE. So I think this would be actually really sweet to see them fight together, and I think it would be really. Roxanne Perez would love that, and Cora Jade could be on the side, by the ring or whatever. Now I just remembered back at Clash of the Castle, the Fatal 4-Way between Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Xia Li, and Io Sky. I can't remember if I said the winner. It was Roxanne Perez. And the reason Roxanne Perez defeated the three other girls is she had help from Cora Jade. That's how Roxanne Perez defended it then. Anyway, so she's still champion here. Rhea Ripley wants to get a revenge again, and it's a mixed tag team match between the Terror Twins and Roxanne and CM Punk. This would be a really nice match, and the winners will be the Terror Twins in this match. Will be interesting. Rhea Ripley will pin Roxanne Perez, and so Damian Priest gets another victory here. Yeah, I reckon that'd be a good match. But okay, next up we have a one-on-one match. We're getting a part 2 of a match from earlier on. It's SummerSlam, so this has to have Logan Paul. I'm sorry. Logan Paul just... honestly, when it comes to SummerSlam, I picture 2 people. Logan Paul, because, I don't know, just SummerSlam just fits him, the theme. But also Brock Lesnar with his match against Roman Reigns with the goddamn tractor. Anyway, that was crazy. What am I doing here? We're getting part 2 of Logan Paul versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And again, Shinsuke Nakamura successfully defends it. So Shinsuke Nakamura wins this match. But it's a fresh match. I think we've got a more angrier Logan Paul going into this. And I think SummerSlam Night 1 is the perfect way to have it. Because remember, this is day 1. Next up we have... Now remember, Queen and King of the Ring got their championship opportunities here. So we have Jade defending her title against Tiffy, Queen of the Ring. I think this would be a really interesting match. I have Jade to win this. Jade would literally destroy Tiffy, sadly, and that's the truth. But Tiffy does a really good crack on this, and despite her losing this, she still is Queen of the Ring, and she still carries that with her for the rest of the year. Even though we're in August now, so it's not from the second half of the year. So yeah, Jade successfully dethrones Queen of the Ring. Next up we have... This is an interesting one. In a casket match. Casket match. We have... I don't know if I downloaded him. Okay, well, it is the Demon Finn Balor. So not normal Finn Balor, it's the Demon Finn Balor versus Uncle Howdy in a casket match. This would be, oh my god, phenomenal. Just phenomenal. And finally... Oh wait, no, Uncle Howdy wins. Finn Balor loses here. And Uncle Howdy wins. And also, by the way, as you probably realize, Shinsuke Nakamura still holds the United States Championship. And this is August 2025, and he won it defeating LA Knight at Survivor Series, I think, in November. So Shinsuke Nakamura holds the United States Championship for a long time. Now, I do have gaps in his championship defense reign. The only ones I really have are literally Logan Paul and what's coming up next. And so obviously there should be more involved considering that he holds it for a long time. I almost spoiled something, but anyway. Hopefully you guys are liking this vision as well. But this is what I have in mind: a casket match. This would feed generations. It would be brutal, especially it being the Demon Finn Balor. That's still night one, and then the finale match, the main event of night one of the finale match, the main event of night one of SummerSlam is John Cena. There you go. He's main eventing something. We have John Cena defending his championship against the Black Mask. So, the way, and this is when John Cena finally gets dethroned by the Black Mask. The Black Mask becomes the World Heavyweight Championship holder, the Raw Championship. Even though Randy Orton's technically on SmackDown, he now is on Raw and SmackDown. Because of this championship, it allows him to kind of cross a bit. It's kind of like the advantage of a champion in this. You've noticed that, like, Cody Rhodes, for example, he can go into Raw or SmackDown, whatever he pleases, even though technically he's drafted to SmackDown because he's got the SmackDown Championship, but he appears on Raw and etc. And yeah, but this would be sad for John, just as John's first loss of the year. Oh, sorry, second if you include the Royal Rumble. And so yeah, we have Randy Orton, the Black Mask, defeats John Cena. And I think this is kind of special. If anyone was to defeat John Cena, it would be Randy Orton. They've got the closest history, I imagine. For example, just think about their match when John Cena and Randy Orton, enemies at war, teamed up to take down the entire roster. I don't know if you remember that. It's like a tag match, tag elimination match. It was phenomenal. That was, how long ago was that? That was like early 2000s, or early teens of 2000s. I don't know. Anyway, also in terms of the Black Mask and Randy Orton, this is his second match that I have him down for as the Black Mask. So there's gaps in his uh, feuds as well between WrestleMania and SummerSlam. He's got to have another match, probably at obviously a PLE, maybe at Clash of the Castle or Money in the Bank. I don't know. Even King or Queen of the Ring. But yeah. And there we go. There we have it. Night one. That's how it ends with the Black Mask defeating John Cena. Night two, for SummerSlam, the opening match. This one is going to be amazing. We have Bron Breakker trying to get back his Intercontinental Championship, which he lost at the Royal Rumble. The poor fella, just imagine. He wants his championship back. The dog. Letting the dogs out. So, obviously, he's going for the Intercontinental Championship. Who's he going after? Jacob Fatu. Bron Breakker versus Jacob Fatu. This match would be phenomenal. Holy crap. This match would just, like I keep saying it would feed generations. Jacob Fatu does successfully defeat Bron Breakker here, but this match, holy crap. Because, during Jey Uso's finale match of his Intercontinental Championship run before Jacob Fatu got involved, Bron Breakker it was Jey Uso versus Bron Breakker, and it was, I'm saying it as if I memorize it. It's just Jacob Fatu and Bron Breakker facing off, staring into each other's souls. Like Triple H was like giving us like a little taste of what could come, and this is when it comes. SummerSlam. This match would be phenomenal, brutal. The movesets involved, phenomenal. Both men pretty much defeated at the end, but Jacob Fatu gets the victory here. And then, unfortunately, I've actually only done a couple matches for SummerSlam Night 2, believe it or not. I do have a Sami Zayn one. I don't have any female matches for Night 2 yet, so I do apologize. Sami Zayn. Okay, where is my Sami Zayn? And of course, this is what I haven't planned against. It makes sense. Seth Rollins. I'm sorry, but this is it. Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins. Uh, Now heel Seth Rollins. So I also have to figure out what to do with Seth Rollins as well as Sami Zayn, but Sami Zayn not so much because he's still a part of a team with within the OG bloodline. So at the moment he's kind of just helping the OG bloodline, helping Roman Reigns, etc. Seth Rollins has become a heel after his loss to CM Punk at WrestleMania. He's just angry and he's eventually had it with Sami for teaming up with Roman at Survivor Series. Like obviously it makes sense. We got this match in the main event of Monday Night Raw a couple weeks ago, but having it at SummerSlam, I think this would be a really good match. And yeah, and the winner here is Seth Rollins. Unfortunately, to Sami, it is Seth Rollins. Now, the only other match I have for night two of SummerSlam so far, like I said, I apologize. I do not have any female matches or planned as of yet. This is where I kind of got a bit lost because, like I said, planning for a full year is very overwhelming. But we have Roman Reigns' match, and technically it should be labeled Drew's match. This is, like I said, the King of the Ring match, and this is the match we've all been waiting for. This is the main event of night two of SummerSlam. King of the Ring, Drew McIntyre, finally getting his revenge against Roman Reigns after 3 years. Let that sink in, because obviously, Drew McIntyre's wanted his revenge against Roman Reigns since Clash of the Castle in 2022, and it's, towards the end of 2024, as you know, Drew's been kind of targeting the OG bloodline after his feud with CM Punk, and it's like, I'm after Roman. And then, as you know, after watching my videos, Drew McIntyre has this little wrinkle in his story, that of which of Brock Lesnar. So he has a feud of Brock Lesnar, which takes months away. And then finally, Drew can get back to Roman, but he doesn't have to fight for a chance to face Roman, necessarily just to face Roman. He gets it because he fought to become King of the Ring, and so it's King of the Ring versus the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. And I'm sorry, but this is when Drew wins. So Drew dethrones Roman Reigns, and Drew finally gets his revenge on Roman, and Drew McIntyre becomes the WWE Universal Champion. So Randy Orton at this time is Randy Orton is the World Heavyweight Champion, and Drew McIntyre is the WWE Universal Champion. So we got two brand new stars, and I think that is very, very big. Okay, the video is almost over. I'm debating on whether or not I should quickly go through Fastlane. That is the September PLE. I think I'll leave it for now, guys. So, in this video, we covered a few more PLEs. And I hope you guys are liking my plan of 2025. I've put a lot of effort into it. And so, the remaining PLEs, guys, we've got the PLE for September is Fastlane. October we got Bad Blood. November we've got Crown Jewel as well as Survivor Series, and then at December, that's when I have my Saturday night's main events. So that's it for now, guys. It looks like this video is going to cover. It's going to be over 4 parts. This is overall like a 4-hour video. Holy crap! But I hope you guys really do enjoy this video. This is part 3. Let me know in the comments below your interpretation on my choices so far of my vision, especially with SummerSlam being such a big change in 2024. Drew McIntyre finally gets his win, his victory, and as well as the Black Mask, Randy Orton, the Darth Vader of WWE. This heel, this boss who has an army of just henchmen that go around and cause havoc backstage, just beat the hell out of wrestlers. Yeah, that's all I can say for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed part 3. And hopefully I can finish it all in part 4. How many PLEs is that? Technically, Saturday night main event isn't a PLE. We got Fastlane, Bad Blood, Crown Jewel, Survivor Series. We got 5 more to do. Hopefully we can fit them all into part 4. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in that video.